welcome back to Sensei Cash Flow. This is episode 3, and I'm excited for all you guys that are following me on this journey. All 54 subscribers, I appreciate you all. Anybody that's new to the channel, I appreciate you for just tuning in. Now, I gotta share some incredible news. This month in my trading journey, I made $13,305. This is my first 10K month. This is double what I was making at my job in a month of checks. So this is just unbelievable, and it just goes to show you that there's no limitations when you're in trading. There is no ceiling. There's no ceiling when you're in trading. And you guys, especially if you're an introvert, this is the perfect game for you to get in because you don't have to work with others. You can do this independently. This is the other positive compared to if you have rental properties, you don't have to worry about working with tenants and little discrepancies that come along with that. You don't have to worry about fixing up a roof or any of these problems. There's no overhead charge for you being a trader besides the money that you're willing to invest. So you guys, introverts definitely need to get in the game. But now listen to this. Let me break down how we got here. I was in a deficit of $16,000. Do you understand that? From February till now, I had lost $16,000. Now I want to give you guys a breakdown so that you guys can see, like, this is no lying. I'm giving you direct numbers and the times that I was ready to give up. I was willing to quit, but I didn't. And as long as you never quit, there's always a possibility of you getting your gains back in this game, because this game is gonna be hard. It's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be difficult. Now pay attention to these numbers. In February, I spent $720. This is with no profit, right? These are the losses. In February, I had a loss of $720.20. In March, I had a loss of $37.40. In April, I had a loss of $15,036. In May, I had a loss of $1,015. So let's do the math right now. Let's do the math together. Oh man, this is crazy. Let's do the math together. So February, $720.20 plus 37.40 plus 1536.60 plus 1015 equals $3,309. So from February through May, I was negative $3,309. In June, this was my worst month, but I also had a payout. So in June, I was down $2,738. That's a total of $6,047. But I did have a 2K payout that month. So it was my worst month that I lost money, but I also did have a payout. So it kind of made sense. I was buying more accounts. In July was my worst month. I was down $2,980, and I had a payout of $276, which is nothing. In August, I was down $2,357. September, I spent $2,079. October, I spent $2,538. So if you tally all that up, that was a total loss of $16,000. That's how much I spent investing in myself. So I don't want to say how much I lost, but that's how much I was willing to invest in myself. I invested $16,000 into learning how to trade futures and taking all these losses all these months. Now, let's go over the profitable months. So from February to May, I was terrible, right? I had no self-control. I was just doing bad. In June, I had my first payout, $2,000. July, $276, nothing. August, no money. September, this was my first green month, $3,013.50. Then August came, no, not August, October came, and this was my best month, $13,015, and the month isn't even over yet. We still have, where we at? We're in October 27th. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 more days that I could potentially make more than 13K, right? Where do they do that at? You can't get that at certain jobs unless you're getting paid a lot of money at your job. You make not many people. There's not a lot of people making 13K in a month. You know, they're working very hard to get 13K. And I did this all in less than an hour each week. There's one week where one day I whizzed on for like an hour and a half, but most of the week I've accumulated this revenue in less than 2 hours throughout the whole week. So my total profit, I told you I was down $16,000. My total profit from all the payouts is $18,305. So I'm in profit $2,305 right now. So you got to ask yourself, because everybody's looking at my stuff. They see that I made 13 bands in 1 month, and everybody's excited. But you have to ask yourself, how much are you willing to invest in yourself? How much are you willing to lose in order to become profitable? How many months until you quit? Or are you resilient? Do you have relentlessness? Because there was times I wanted to quit, but I didn't. And that's what helped me, is that I stayed mentally. I have mental fortitude. I'm strong mentally. And I kept going. And I had a good friend, Drew Trades, who was by my side the whole time. Me and him both have been on this journey together. But you got to ask yourself, how much money are you willing to invest in learning lessons and taking L's before you become profitable? Because this doesn't happen overnight. So I wanted to share those numbers with you. But I'm in my office today, and the other part of this video is for the people that are feeling alone right now. Maybe you're going through hard times. Maybe you live in an environment that does not motivate and inspire you. And I know exactly how you feel, because I used to be in one of those environments where, the outside environment was a lot of negative stuff was going on around me. And I didn't have much motivation or anything to inspire me besides my faith and just that willpower that I have in me. But something that helped me was there's a great quote that one of my friends told me. He said, you can't change the world, but you can change the world around you. So you can't change your environment, outside environment, but you can change your environment inside your home. So let's just say you live in a messy environment where it's dirty all the time, or you live in a house where other people are dirty, but in your space, you have control of your space, and you can make that space the most beautiful thing that you ever created. So like in my space, I have this desktop that goes up and down. So I have this desktop that goes up and down. I'll show you. So this desk goes up and down. Let me turn this thing on. Yep. So it goes up and down. So if I want, I can stand up and do my work from my desk, right? Like you're seeing right now is rising. I have a picture of Malcolm X right here. He's somebody that inspires me a lot. I have some stereos so I can play loud music, and I used to be into music a lot too. I got a plant that's pretty much dying. And then I have some nice books over here, some interesting books, fashion books, couple fashion books, self-growth books. I got a picture of my great uncle that passed away a couple of years on my birthday, Christmas Eve. And my grandfather, they were in a doo-wop group, and they sold over 1 million copies. So I come from a very musical inclined family as well, and creatives. I got a Kobe Bryant book, Mamba Mentality, the Bitcoin Standard. I'm into Bitcoin heavily. I suggest that you guys all start researching Bitcoin, doing your education on Bitcoin, and investing in Bitcoin, because this is the biggest thing coming to our world. So if you're not investing in Bitcoin, if you don't know anything about Bitcoin, start doing your research and start doing your education, because you're going to get left behind. I got Muhammad Ali, no excuses. That's my motto for my brand. My brand is Invest in You, LLC, that I created, and my slogan is no excuses, right? You can't have excuses in this world, especially if you're going to be an entrepreneur, especially if you're going to be a trader. You can't make up any excuses. There's no excuses. You either get the job done or you don't, right? I got this couch so that, if I have some people over, they can enjoy themselves as well. I got some books, The Art of Possibility, Thank God for Bitcoin, um, Essentials of Strength and Training, The War of Possibility, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. This is a great book as well. The Daily Stoic. Then we got my Bible, of course. Go over here. I got a little section that you can sit at. I want to share a couple other things. Be your beautiful self, right? So it's like, try to be the best version that you can be, right? So these are just things that motivate me. Invested in a friend that does some art. Then I didn't even see this until now, but I have this poster right here. This is from when I was living in a one bedroom before I was a homeowner, and I just want to share a couple of quotes that were like motivating me. One is like, fuck trying to be perfect. A lot of times we're trying to be perfect. We're trying to fit into this mode of what society wants us to be. But no, be you, right? The easiest thing to do is be yourself. So I want to encourage you all to be yourself. Don't try being perfect. Perfect isn't going to get you anywhere. You're going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Just learn from the mistakes and try to be better, right? You can't please everyone. That was a big one that I had to learn, is that, like, whether sometimes I'm not gonna be able to do stuff for families and friends, and I had to stop worrying about what they would think about me if I said no, because you're not gonna be able to please everyone, and some people are gonna like some of the work that you do, some people aren't. The destination, this is from my martial arts sensei. The destination is in the journey, so don't focus on the end goal, but focus on the journey, because you focus on the goal too much, you're not gonna be able to recollect the mistakes along the way and the lessons that you learned along the way that help you get to the destination, right? They always say, like, you gotta do 1,000 steps. 1,000 steps starts with one step first. So always don't be afraid to pivot and go through new career paths. People are gonna think you're crazy, but if you believe in yourself, anything's gonna be possible. Um, we all end up dying. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that does, right? So at the end of the day, we need to be out here trying to create something of value for others. Um, think worldly. So I stopped thinking about, like, my city or my state or the United States. I want to think worldly. Like, how can I impact the world, right? So make something for the world, create a performing product for the world, and control and protect your IP, your intellectual property. Health is wealth. I'm into fitness. You guys know that. Rich in spirit and God first. Those are just a couple of quotes to show you that, like, I had to inspire myself. I had to say these mantras every day. I had to come up with new mantras. I had to create a Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality in my mind. I had to create that willpower. I had to create things. Fuck being average. Eagles don't fly with pigeons. Eagles are the only birds that fly above the thunderstorms and the clouds. All the other birds can't. So eagles can fly by themselves. That's what you should aim to do, is thriving in a group, but also be able to thrive alone, fly alone, because that's what's gonna happen. You come in this world alone, you're gonna leave this world alone. So don't be afraid to be an eagle, and then simplify life. So that was just a couple of things I just wanted to show you that it's real. Everything's real that I'm telling you guys. I wouldn't tell you guys anything that I haven't gone through. And then if we come over here, I got a book collection right here. So you'll see, got a bunch of different books. Um, we got How to Hustle and Live, the Hood Health book, Investing from Scratch. Just so much different type of books that were very helpful in my journey. The Alchemist, The Art of War. And then I got some paintings over here. This is Jimi Hendrix. Got this right here, the birthday gift. Got another cool one as a birthday gift. And then this is some fire ill stuff. It reminds me of Roxbury. If you're familiar with Boston, Roxbury, Massachusetts. This right here, I like this piece right here. My great uncle that I told you passed away gave me that. And then I got my whiteboard where I'm always moving different stuff. But Invest in You LLC and CSCS that I'm trying to get soon. Be like Jesus, the 4S, the Fantastic Four: faith, fitness, financial independence, and freedom. So, I say all that to say that I wanted to give you guys a tour of just like my little studio space. It's not the greatest, you know, it's not the worst, but I made it into something that could inspire me and motivate me to come into a space and and create. Come into a space and think. Come into a space and work. Come into a space and feel motivated. So this is where I do all the work. I spend time trading futures in here. I'm on at 9:30 and I'm getting right to it. I got my business cards that I created. You guys know I do self-defense training. I do basketball training outside of my trading. So if you're in a space where you're going through depression, your environment's not the most motivating, I encourage you to find a space. If you got a 1 bedroom, make that your studio. If you have a extra spare room, turn that into something that you can go into that space and you can be motivated and you can be hungry and you can just get in there and just create and become the best you. So I hope that me sharing some of this um, information as far as like creating your own environment. Remember, you can't change the world, but you can change the world around you. You can't change your environment, but you can change the space in the environment that you allow in your life. You control the people that you allow in and out of your life, right? So I hope that was some good advice for you guys, and I hope this helps somebody. Stay tuned. I got a new episode coming out soon where I'm gonna be talking about budgeting and finances, assets, and liabilities to help you guys that are on this financial journey as well. Have a great day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Let me know if you got if this helped you and if this helps motivate you in the space that you are. And if you guys have any other questions or any episode ideas or things that you want to hear more from me, please let me know in the comments. Check you guys out soon. Peace.